This one is for my veterans, my brothers and sisters that were in arms. I love you all, and this is honestly to help you. Today we are going to talk about psychological programming. First, let's talk about therapists. Therapists can help guide you through your problems, enlighten you to your own issues, and teach you how to work on the emotional processes that you're undergoing. Psychologists will understand a more upgraded paradigm, a psychological understanding of all the relevant influences that are going on in your mind and how that is affecting you emotionally. Some can even prescribe medication. A psychiatrist, now, these guys and girls, they got MD behind their names. Some of them are from Ivy Leagues, and they know how to give you just the right medication to go ahead and continue keeping you at a balance or an even keel. But there's always the concern of drastic side effects. Now, let's talk about the top tier neurologists. Let's talk about how, with a neurological understanding, we realize that we can reprogram our entire neural network to break thought loops, break habits, break patterns, and think how we want to think. We understand neurological rewiring and how to upgrade yourself out of a sociological programming paradigm. A real neurologist will be able to teach you the entire intricacies of the network and simple ways to get yourself out of these thought loops that are causing anything: anxiety, depression, anger, any reliving of situations, any traumatic reliving, any trauma, any PTSD. An experienced neurologist will be able to teach you how to break those thought loops with small, consistent habits and upgrade your mind out of any previously determined neuroses. So, I'm on zero medication. I'm very, very intelligent. And I realized that in order to break the traumatic cycles going into my mind from my PTSD, I had to consciously rewire my neurological structure. I get how the mind works. I get how the brain is wired and hardwired and thinks, and I get that we have the ability to fix it or create it to be whatever we want it to be. The key to breaking any thought loop is to redirect it and tell yourself how to think. Do this consistently. Every time the thought loop comes up, do it in meditation. Allow the visuals to come and consciously redirect the thought loop. You can break your own PTSD. You can break it. I mean, all these things were happening to me just a few months ago, less than a year. Continuous negative influence trying to influence my neurological structure, and I just straight told it no. I'm not going to be in fear. I'm not going to be unmotivated. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm not going to be unqualified. I'm not going to feel any kind of depression. I'm not going to be angry about it. You know why? Because that's a them problem. So, what I started to do was, when these thoughts would come up that would keep me in a thought loop or reliving a negative situation, I would tell it. As soon as the thought would come up, or you remember the time you were in that place and they tried to, positive energy only. A complete redirection of all of those thought processes. And I did this to change my neurological structure, change how my neurons fire, recreate a positive symmetry in my own psychological profile. Now, I've seen people from all over, all sorts of people in the realm of existence of psychology that are actually increasing the continuance of thought loop production. They call it processing, they call it healing, they call it this, they call it that. But really, the truth is, the work is yours to do. You just didn't gain a clear understanding of how Now you understand how. So I realize that this might be somewhat daunting. I mean, they go into very great depth about emotional responses and social triggers and, family and all these things. But what if the key was always you yourself? What if all you ever had to do was rewire your neurological structure consciously to create your own new energetic vibration, integrate whatever you want, and keep it pushing as of your own free will? Clarity was always the key. Keeping clarity away so people and big pharma could get paid was their key, but we're locking that door. We're done here. So, express your new understanding. Express your desire for continuity. Express how you want to make yourself better for your spouses, because I know they suffer too. I've lost relationships as well. Your kids deserve better. Your spouses deserve better. Your families deserve better. So be better. I know in the Army, our saying was, be all you can be. Now you have the opportunity to be all you can be. And we need you to keep going. We're not the ones that get taken care of. We're the ones that take care of business. Discipline. This is for my veterans out there. I am one myself, and I've gone through quite a bit. This is how I broke the chain. This is how I got myself out of a consistent loop of treatment and reintegration of new medications and all these things. I understood how the mind works. Do your studies with neurology. Understand how to break those thought loops and build yourself back into the soldier you always were.